Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is March 30th, 2026. It is Monday, and we are going to start with Wordle number 1745. Alright, let's starting a letter. Generate. I'm doing that, is it? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to refresh it. I'm going to start it with. Is it loading it? Okay, generate. Okay, because it's not really stopping. Okay, we'll say N. Alright, that's fair. Okay, I'll pick something. Starts with an N, okay. I'm gonna scroll way down a little bit. Okay, not too much because, as we know, they take a while to load the rest. It's like T. Oh wait, I'm too far down. S R O N newer niece. I've used some of these a couple of times now. Okay, why not newer? Maybe it's an ER word today. You never know. Oh, okay, wait. So we have only one E, and it's in the fourth spot. It's not an ER word. Okay. Could be, could be like cadet. Pretty sure that one's been done before though. Or divots. Wait, is that not a word? Oh, I think I was thinking of divot with that spelling. Okay, okay. Can't be rivet because no R. Lived. Maybe something with M. Like gavel. Gavel they've done before, and I think recently too. Hovel. I think that one is also somewhat recent, like 2025 or something. See, but I don't can't think of anything else to go for that. It's not that, but it does reveal an O. So it's something O. Sorry, O blank that. It could still be a one. It can't be coven. There's no V. Codec. Oh, I really thought it was that. Okay, but it is a C O. Okay. Hmm. Coke. Cokey. Is it a word? Cokie. Copes. Cogit. Cobit. C-O-U? No. Comet. Okay. I think this has to be it. Yes, it is a comet. Okay, alright. I really thought Kodak is, well, I guess it's two tech. What is a sea of greens? What does that mean? Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, as in, I get it now. I only get greens. I mean, well, besides the greens, but no yellows at all. That's an interesting one. I've had this 42 times. Well, actually, that's not very often then, because I've played 460 games. So 42 is like it's not even 10% of that. So it's kind of rare that for me to get the sea of greens. And I like that the shape of it looks a little bit like a boat too, right? You can see like little sails, two sails, or like a mast. And like this is like you call that the bottom part of the boat. I don't know what the term is, but it kind of looks like that, so it's quite cute. Okay, let's go to Calco. Today's answer is comet. All right, to start it with newer. Oh gosh, if I had started with a C word, that would be pretty good, right? Oops. 77 probable answers. Okay, so really quite good with, knowing only one E's there. That's really not bad at all. Then Hovel, I think Hovel is also not bad because it revealed the O in there. 77 down to 14. Okay, and then I needed some evals, right? But I just didn't know what to do, so I just did Kodak. But I think the Kodak, in a way, sort of was a kind of good eval because it left only one answer left, which is Comet. Okay, but before that, what else was good? Moped, right? If I had done Moped, how many would there be? Curious. Two proposed answers, right? And Moped, I see. Comet or Totem, okay, but I did not do that. I did Kodak, which still, wild word to go with, but probable answers. But he said before that, how many 14 answers here? Bogey, Codex. Yeah, I was still thinking of Codex actually. I didn't think of Comet at all. Dopey, fogey, gooey. Oh, gooey is such a good word though. Modem, moped, mopey, mosey, okay, yeah. Those are good ones. I didn't think of that. Okay, let's check and see if Comet has been the answer before. I feel like it has been, right? Yeah, October 19th, 2021. So it's been 5 years since it last appeared, and now it's another shooting comet again. Oops, wrong tab. What about just curiosity? Hubble? Yeah, see, last year, it's right. Oh, and yeah, November last year, so very recent, but I just I don't think of anything. Codec, did you do that? Codecs, nope, haven't done that. Not sure if they ever will use that. But never know. All right, let's move on to connections. Okay. We are playing 10-23. Yes. Okay. Today, 16 words. We've got, how do you say that? Ersatz, I think. Fritz, Tinker, Toy. Yutz, Futz, maybe Dollar Dummy. Hertz, Plays, Mock, Mess. Faux, Budget, Truffles, and Avis. You know what that is. Is that like a brand of... I think Avis is like a car rental brand? And Hertz, they also do car rentals? Is that correct? I don't remember. It could be, but then I don't know what the other two would be though. It could be Fritz or Hertz. I don't know. I only know like there's a thing. There was a book called Ersatz Elevator. Let me just think it's a series of fortunate events, something like that. But I forgot what it means, so that's not really helpful, is it? What's with all the yuts and foots? Is that on the Fritz? I know what that means. It's like it's not really working, right? But Fritz could also be a name, right? To tinker and to toy with something, to mess. Although to toy and to mess someone and to mock someone, I would say it kind of work together. But tinker is more like, you know, when you're doing like with tools and things like that. So whereas mock, toy, and mess, they're more like sort of like to tease someone, to rib, right? I don't know what the fourth one would be exactly. Could be either yuts or futs, I'm thinking. To futs or someone? To yuts or something? I don't really know what those mean. Okay. Possibly, alright. Plays. Why is that? Plural, but truffles is plural, but I don't know what they have in common. Ah, they end in chip brands. Lay's, Ruffles. Okay, so I do see a couple things here. So Ritz, that's one. Okay, Lay's, Truffles. Now, my problem is I don't know what the fourth one would be in terms of like a snack brand, you know, like a chip brand. I guess Sets could be one, but I'm not really familiar with that. Lar, Inker, Oi, I mean, S. Maybe could get be. I don't know. Ooh, okay, so it's definitely something there. Okay, so that's one with the fourth one. And then Hertz and Evs, I think they must be like the car rental brands. Which one that would work? Okay. So faux doesn't. It's not like a real thing. Okay. But faux could also be a car rental brand. We don't know that. Oh, I think Ersatz is a fake thing. Right. Okay. So maybe Ersatz, faux, dummy, and one more, which is like not a real one. I don't know. Let me think. And then okay, so we've got car rentals that are unless that one is a red herring, could be. Is Viz a snack brand? I don't. The problem is I keep seeing like three of something, but nothing really solid there. To mock, to mess, to wipe someone. Okay, so I think. So that being said, I think mock, mess. Or maybe it's to yuts of someone. I'll try that. Oh, it's not one away either? Oh, damn it. So that could be a red herring then, maybe. Oh, okay. Right. Ah, mock dummy faux ersatz. Alright, a mock thing, like it's not a real one. Okay, I think this could be a bit. Imitation. That's the yellow? Damn. Damn. Ersatz is the yellow. Whew. Wow. It's a rough one. Okay, Ruffles, Lays, some Rid Fritz. Okay, so one more M. Okay. So the toy, to tinker, to mess, and then one more. Gets her foots at it. But these two can't be the chips because they end in the same thing, UTZ, so those can't be that. So that means that what would the fourth one be? Maybe instead of budget, it's get Dollar Tree. Oh, I don't know. Because that's just what I'm thinking. What could be like a car rental brand of Yuts or Futz? I don't know. Oh boy. Should I try budget? Could be the brand could be just called Get. Because I don't see how Lar or Aller is gonna be brand name, right? I'll try that. Gosh. No, but it is 108. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's one more. I don't know which one. Dollar? Oh gosh. I'm gonna regret this. Or should I try one of the I mean, I guess I could. Toy, Tinker Mess, Butts. To yuts with someone, to futz with someone. Don't futz with me. Don't yuts. Trying to think about like don't mess with me, right? Don't mess with it. Don't futz it. Yeah, it could be. But... Oh, thank goodness. That was lucky. I was going on vibes and sounds. Okay. Okay. So maybe yuts. So wait, what did I try just now? Fritz Lace Truffles. I tried budget. That was it. Could be dollar. No! Still want to wait. You're kidding me. Okay. Hurts them? Maybe it could be Yahtzee. Could be, actually. No. Because I think Hertz and Avis, they're definitely car rentals, I think. But that being said, budget and dollar, I mean, those are, I don't know. Would I say that those are car rental brands or brands in general? I mean, there's Dollar Tree. Is there a car rental or like any kind of rental brand that's called Dollar? Just Dollar, but you can't rent vehicles by the dollar. But then I also don't know what would be the. You already know budget's not it. Um. Well, I mean, I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I might as well go for it. I don't know if this is it. I'll try. Wow, that is incredibly lucky. Snack brands plus starting letter. So Utz is a brand, and I thought I was being clever earlier, trying to go for like, well, it can't be the snacks because those two, but yeah, I was wrong about that. So are these the car rental brands? Car rental companies. Holy! So I was right about them, even though I'm so not confident, and I almost lost, but because of that those snack brands and and the playing around, but some really tough words today. I think this is certainly. I mean, to me, it feels like a 5 out of 5 to be honest. Oh wow. Okay, let's go to ersatz for a second because I think I sort of remember it was like a false elevator. I think in the book. Okay, so it's how do you say that? Yeah, ersatz. Airsats. Airsats. I don't know. Airsats. No, I don't like that. Airsats. Being usually artificial and inferior substitute or imitation. Okay. One of faux macadamia. So they're all just like imitations, right? Not the real thing, fakes. Play around with futs. I've never really heard it, but thankfully it sounded like yeah, fool around, futz around without producing any worthwhile music. Okay, I've never really heard this phrase before, but the rest I have like domestic tinkered toys. So a lot of these overlapping categories it was making it a little bit hard. And then the snack brands, also Fritz, it's Ritz at the end. I know like they do what do you call them like crackers, right? Ritz crackers, which is so good by the way. Lay's potato chips, Ruffles potato chips. Utz, I don't really know. Utz brand snack. Utz brand. American snack company based in Hanover, Pennsylvania. They produce a variety of potato chips, pretzels, and other snacks. Okay, let's look at some images. What does it brand like? Oh, I don't recognize the logo though, so probably just not something we get in my country. Not really. Utz original potato chips. Nah, I don't know that. Okay, so yeah, but tough one for those who are not American to know futs and yuts together. Like, oof, that was a hard one. And plus with the Fritz and the Hertz, a lot of Zets, TZs at the end. Not sure why no wanted to do so many of those, but I guess to trick us. Car rental companies, I've thankfully heard of Avis and Hertz, but I've never heard of Budget and Dollar. Like, why? Why would they just call it? Why would they call those like that? Like generic names? Budget car rental company. Just go there. It really is called Budget Car and Truck Rental. Damn, you just couldn't get a better name, huh? And dollar is not any better, okay? Dollar car rental. Jesus. See, it's what I mean. Like, they make me think of supermarkets. I don't think of car rental. Ugh, but okay, anyway. That's the categories for today. It was a rough one. I think one life left because I look at that. Rainbow herring. What did I try to go with for the rainbow? I can't remember what I tried to do. I forgot. But anyway, try that. Terrible. Then okay, got one. I felt slightly better, and then not good. Then finally got one, and then it's like okay, down to the last, down to the wire. You're just two groups left, one guess left, and I thankfully got it right. So super lucky. I kept getting the purples and blues mixed up with the car rental companies, and then the play around. Not really sure what that is, and of course the Snack Brands is quite tough as well. So yeah, for me, this is a totally a 5 out of 5. I'd rate it higher than 5 if I could, because it felt really hard to me, and I almost lost again after just look at my streak. I just lost like 2 days ago, so I'm glad to have survived it. Very close call. All right, today's bonus game is called Cutle. All right, so how do you play it? You click or touch, and drag to cut the shape. Try for a 50-50 ratio by cutting evenly. You only have one chance per day. Shapes can be cut from any angle. 48 to 52 or better ratios count as a win. New shape every day at 12 UTC. Reset in 8 hours, 37 minutes. Okay. So it's obviously a funny shape here. This is my first time playing. I don't know if there's an archive, but if there's an archive, I'm going to try to play more than one. My instinct is to sort of go here, but obviously this part is so misshapen. I'm trying like, or should I do like more like that? I think this could be a good one because they look more like this. It looks good. Hold on. That actually looks not bad at all, I think. Hold on. Are we like bottom heavy right now or top heavy? Ooh, hard to tell. I don't want to do it like that, maybe. Yeah, let's try that. 56-44. So I guess that's a loss, right? 56-44 is not good. Because they said, what's the ratio? 48-52. So yeah, no go. But I think it was not bad for my first try. Looks like that. Okay, so this is ratio distribution. Okay, so they don't have like global stats, unfortunately. I would have loved to try that out. So hold on. 50. Wait, what was that saying? 56 for the purple, 44 for the gray. Yeah, I knew it. Bottom heavy, right? I should have taken a little bit more here, knowing that the shape was a little bit round, whereas it's sort of like tapered at the top here. I should have definitely gone a little bit more. But yeah, I was sure because I'm just trying to eyeball it, and I didn't eyeball it too well. I wish they had like an archive so I could play more of them. I don't know if they do. Let's check this website out. I have never seen this website before, so I don't know. Welcome to Fiffle.com. A dough about cutting a shape perfectly in half. And you've got idle space miner, music tools, game tools, etc. I don't play those. Funny face though. This is a fun game. I just wish there was more to play so I could try and get better or like practice games. It's so fun. Yeah. Or I wish they would also have shown us like what a perfect cut would be to get that 50-50. Like where would I have to cut? Because I do feel like going this way, like vertically, probably kind of like a little bit. Maybe I could have done it that way. Yeah, I don't know because it didn't look so symmetrical to me. But then now I think about it, maybe it would have been better than doing this way because it's so tapered here and it's so rounded at the bottom. So yeah, we're not a wise choice. But anyway, that's just me analyzing my game. Let's move on. I'll leave a link in the description for you to try Cutle yourself. Let me know how you do, what your ratio is. I'm very curious to find out. All right, let's look at comments from yesterday's video. Okay, let's look on. I do have 9 minutes left, so that's pretty good. I'll try not to take too much of your time here. Okay, so Glacier reviewed it. Slant, Coder, Chuck, and Chump. Ooh, decent four, but I know getting the C words, it's rough out here. What we had a C word today as well, right? Did we? My gosh, look at that. I've already forgotten. What were we doing today? Comet. We had Comet today. So I do feel like if you use a C word today, you're in good stead, but who knows, right? You said Murky was a very nice eval for you. Surprisingly, Wordle preferred Couch for your third guess since it's guaranteed to single out all but two possibilities, while Murky left a chance of multiple 50-50 scenarios. I see. So I was just lucky it was a good eval. Yeah. My game technique can be summarized thus. First instinct, check. Actual input, nope. Emotion, eye roll emoji. Considering Trump was my third guess and Cupid was the answer generated, this one really stung. I see. So Trump was your third guess and Cupid was the answer. And then this time around, you didn't go for that one, right? Like, should have gone with that one, but you didn't put it in. But that's okay. I still think it's a decent four here. But yeah, hopefully you don't feel like too much of a chump. Hope so. All right, normal average, normal mode and hard mode both the averages are about 3.8%. So we'll tend to get a little bit less than 4. Interesting. Yeah, I guess just, but I think chump can be kind of trappy sometimes. Maybe depends on what starting word that they used, right? So that's interesting. Interesting stat there. All right, Clara, you played more or less. All right, you survived 10 rounds of Google searches. Okay, I'm so jealous. You survived 5 rounds of Spotify streams. Pretty good. You survived 0 rounds of movie ratings. Gosh, that's kind of hard. It keeps going until 10. Somehow managed to get to the end of the Google searches. 1 in music. I fell for the trap of picking Johnny Cash over someone I haven't heard of, Troye Sivan. I love Troye Sivan. I'm sorry, I love him. His music is so. I mean, his style of music, I really like it a lot. But interesting, Johnny Cash. So Johnny Cash has more. No, wait. Johnny Cash has fewer streams than Troye Sivan. Yeah, I guess kind of because Troye Sivan is quite mainstream. He's young, right? So he's got the power of youth on his side. With young people are listening, and they listen a lot. And he is constantly releasing new music, unlike Johnny Cash, who is, of course, past and of an old generation. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that Troye Sivan has more streams. But I would also, I was thinking maybe kind of close to. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many older people listen to Spotify to begin with. They could be listening to their old albums, like physical music, physical media, as opposed to streams. That's what I was thinking of. And you said same again with movies. I went with the movie I knew, Shrek, over one I didn't. I'm surprised Shrek is only at 7.9. You were smart enough to recognize it. Yeah, because I feel like even though like those are the movies that we love, like those of us who were born in the 90s, we grew up with those movies, and we would say like, oh, that's great. Like I think Scooby-Doo, the live action movies were really good, but I think the actual like IMDb or whatever ratings or Google ratings are not really that high, and it's surprising because we love it and we don't really see that many faults. I mean, even the bad stuff is good. We enjoyed it, but at the time, critics and audiences at the time, I think it was not their time to accept it. It was a good movie. So I think that's why I'm not that surprised at 7.9, and I think the first movie Shrek that is the highest that they've got. I don't know. That's just out of curiosity. Shrek franchise IMDb. I just want to see if they have comparison. I'm like, okay, well, this is an image. So I do want to see Shrek series. Whether like what is the IMDb, stats for each of them. Okay, 6 minutes left. Okay, we're still good. One more comment to go anyway. Okay, so Shrek 7.9. I think that's 7.4, 6.1, 6.3, 6.6. That's the new one coming up. Okay, so the closest that they've ever been to the first Shrek movie is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is a very good movie. I like that as well. I wouldn't say I liked it more than the first Shrek movie, but it's a pretty good movie. I watched it on a flight, actually, a really long flight. So that was a good nice to watch it. 7.8. So yeah, this is not surprising. I mean, I enjoyed. Honestly, I laughed so much in. I think it was Shrek the Third and Shrek Forever After. But again, look at the ratings. It's just not everybody's into it. Even look at the meta score, it's not great, but I truly enjoyed it. It's very fun. There we go. That's the movie industry for you. And you said with that golf ball, I meant it was too big in terms of physics and getting caught in corners. Ah, I see. Okay, so that's what you meant. I don't know physics stuff, so I didn't know that's what you meant. But also, it is too small visually. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what? You think that's too big? I was confused. I was like, okay, I guess I'm just different opinion, right? That's what I thought. Okay, Edward, you did Tread, Scion, Clump, and Chump. Okay. Oh, you're so close to the third one. So incredibly close. You said, sure. Guessing correctly on a 1 in 11 would have been lucky, but it does sting on being so close as opposed to trying something like mulch. Yeah, I guess. I feel you. It's like you were so close yet just a little bit not close enough, right? But still a very good attempt with number 4. Guess so. Texas difficulty 3 out of 5. New York Times testers 1.5 out of 5. Jesus. When I played, I missed the rainbow red herring, but before you were even halfway through reading the words, it jumped out. American blank. So like Beauty, Graffiti, Hustle, and Psycho. Right, I know those movies, but I think my brain was just looking at the graffiti part of it rather than the movie titles and stuff, so I was not really focusing that too much. And also because I think I keep forgetting that American Hustle is a movie. Like I know American Psycho, American Beauty, but I think I wasn't really familiar with American Graffiti and American Hustle. So I think my brain was not really tuned in to look at it that way. You say when I checked the bot, it did not even make the first page of mistakes. Now at least it's up to number 5. It's 6% trying. So people are just trying hard to put the movies into somewhere. I think the New York Times tester rating is more accurate for this one. I really don't see anything trickier. I see. But that did not stop me from blowing the reverse rainbow as usual. I mixed up the yellow and green as usual. It's all right. It's all right. As long as you're still getting that streak going, I think it's okay. Reverse sometimes it's just. And anyway, I sometimes feel like us not getting the reverse is not our fault. If anything, I would blame New York Times Connections because they're not standardizing what their colors mean, right? So I would say I blame them. How can we form a pattern of what colors to expect? What connections we think are what colors. If you're not going to follow just an established pattern, if you're going to go off the beaten track, so that's not really our fault, is it? So yeah, I would say you did your best. All right, I'll leave a link to Cutle. Let me know how you did, and let me know how you also did for Wordle and Connections today, which I think was a very hard.